be here today. We got a lot of news.
We do. What do we got going on, Mike?
We got some big news today. They just can't stop putting the Chiefs in good positions here in the offseason. Firstly, we were told about this game yesterday, and then 24 hours later, boom, they're dropping Joe Burrow back into our laps in week 2, Steve. What do you think about Joe Burrow week 2? This is AFC North week 1 and week 2. Does that mean we're going to play who's left in the AFC North? Do we play them all this year, or are we just playing select out of the AFC North? I haven't paid attention.
I think this is just another strategy the NFL is using to try to equalize things. It's like they're tired of the Chiefs beating that ass, right? They're like, how can we stop it? How can it just stop being just the Chiefs beating the hell out of everybody? What can we do? Last year, they waited till the end of the year. They're like, you know what? We'll give these teams all the time in the world.
They said that didn't work. The Chiefs
to get it together. Get it together, and that way they can maybe knock off the Chiefs at the end of the season. That didn't work, Mike, because these wusses can't stay healthy and stay on the football field. They suck. So they're like, this year they're like, well, we better catch them early.
Catch them early. Give them the gauntlet right off the rip.
You know what? It's fine. Mahomes can come out and start whooping ass
scared.
early, baby.
I'm not scared of Lamar Jackson week 1. I'm not scared of Joe Burrow week 2. Why are we not scared of Joe Burrow? He routinely starts seasons off horribly.
I wish we could have got him week 1.
Dude,
we could have watched him throw like 8 picks,
are pathetic. Last year in week 1, he was 14 for 31 for 82 yards. That was his beautiful game against Cleveland. Good night. Even his next game against Baltimore was only 200 yards passing, 2 touchdowns and a pick.
I
mean, he always starts the seasons off really rough.
That's fine. I want to start the season off with a bang. Like, knock off Lamar Jackson, Joe Burrow week 1, week 2, and then guess what? If you get that fire lit up under your ass, you can go off for the whole season.
If you come out and the Chiefs go 2-0, which I don't see why they shouldn't. It's going to be an Arrowhead.
They will.
You're fired up. It's 2-0. Mm-hmm. There is no reason. The mainstream, the Twitterverse, every hater in the world will have a complete meltdown that Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs are 2-0. On the other hand, if we was to screw around and lose both of those games, even though it has no bearing on how that season's probably going to finish because it's so early, except for maybe seeding at the very end, possibly, it's going to be like one of the greatest days in history. They may have parades down the street of every NFL team's cities if we were to come out and go 0-2.
And it wouldn't matter. The Chiefs will still win the division.
Exactly.
They'll probably be the 1 seed. If not, they're going to be the 2, and they're going to win the Super Bowl because that's what the Chiefs do. That's what Patrick Mahomes does. But we appreciate you guys being here with us today. Please hit that like button if you haven't already. It just takes a second, and it helps get this out to more people, get more eyeballs in the room, have a little bit more fun. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet and you're a Chiefs fan, you're a slapnuts. And you don't want to be a slapnuts. Hit that subscribe button. But yeah, Mike, I like the way it's starting off with a bang, right? Like, at first it's like, I don't know if I care to play like these kind of games that could have implications later on early in the season, because these are both teams that are going to be competing for playoff spots. And it could determine seeding come later, all kinds of different things. And it's something that's happening in the first week of the season. The thing about it is, man, the Chiefs just have to be ready. And like, not like... Yeah, it's scary if the Chiefs were to drop 0-2 to 2 teams that they're going to be competing with for, AFC seeding and this and that, right? I get it. But if they come out and they just take care of business week 1, week 2, because they're the better team and we know that, and they just do what they got to do, take care of business, then they start off in the hot seat, baby. Like they're already a step ahead of everybody else in the league. And do you really want to get the Chiefs started a step ahead? That's crazy.
Well, look, they got 2 games at home right off the rip, home. So presumably they're not going to let us play 3 in a row right off the bat. It's not happening. So I'm looking for maybe 1 game away, but probably the next 2 will be away. I guarantee it's going to be home, away, and then we'll be back home again probably. They could even sneak 3 aways in a row in on us right there. It wouldn't surprise me. So if presumably the next week is away, you have now eliminated, you've eliminated the Texans, Saints, and Bucks. So that would be the 3 teams you would eliminate for your next game. So presumably, what are they going to do? Have us go into San Francisco or Buffalo the very next week in week 3. Maybe week 3 and week 4 will be at Buffalo, at San Francisco. They're going to try to put a nail in us quick, aren't they? Is that the plan from the NFL?
It wouldn't surprise me. I do feel like they usually give the Chiefs one of the tougher schedules. Like, we've noticed that. And then they don't let the Chiefs get any rest usually. Like, they'll try to, like, they beat the Chiefs down. Like, they tried to take them out for 2 years straight. And they've failed miserably 2 years in a row.
Yeah, they always do, man. So look, if you give them I feel like in the first 4 weeks we're also going to have probably a Monday Night Football game, right? I think it's pretty good. We start with a Thursday, but they'll usually throw a couple Sundays, a couple Mondays. I don't understand
the logic, Mike. They're always trying to give the Chiefs a gauntlet and make it tough on them, but at the same time they want to cash in on them and use them for primetime games like crazy. It's insane. It's a weird logic. I don't know.
Nikki says Panthers in Germany week 3.
Wouldn't doubt it.
Dude, yeah, they'll do something like that with a team that we should get an easy win on. That will be the short rest week or them coming off a bye week or us going to like something stupid. But Steve, they've also released some other week 1 matchups because we've got the Chiefs Ravens on Thursday, but they've now finalized Packers Eagles on Friday in Brazil. So imagine being the Packers or Eagles and having to go play in Brazil on week 1. How ridiculous is that? Cowboys Browns on Sunday Night Football. What a horrible matchup that's probably going to be. And then kicking it all off, primetime games, Jets 49ers on Monday Night Football. They're really going to put Aaron Rodgers back on Monday night week 1? Like, what are they doing? Is it all just for the storyline? They want him to run out with the flag again?
I don't know. It's so
this time, I think he leaves the flag just sitting somewhere. I think the extra weight on the Achilles for the run out may have hurt him. But, Steve, what's going to be the best game out of those? I mean, we know it's Ravens-Chiefs. It has to be, right? So what's your second best game out of that?
Obviously, it's the Packers-Eagles because it's in Brazil, okay? Roger Goodell has taken the football versus football thing very seriously.
Yeah,
he doesn't want soccer to be called football worldwide. He's trying to take over football. Like, he's just that confused, I think. But no, for real, best game, Chiefs-Ravens, no doubt about it. I think that's what all eyes are going to be on. It's kicking the season off right. The rest of the teams aren't that intriguing.
Yeah, I have to agree. We got a
freaking two-bomb
in this bad boy.
Our boy Doug in the house. What's up, Doug?
Do you think we have the fastest wide receiver room now?
I think Miami's probably still questionably the fastest, right?
I would guess. I would say, but we are pretty fast. Hollywood ran like what, a 4.3?
4.2.
So he's a 4.2. Xavier Rhodes is a 4.21.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's pretty fast.
Yeah, Rice was like a 4.4 guy.
Rasheed Rice, yeah, if he plays. I mean, he's had a lot of practice in the offseason running from the police. So maybe he's got that 40. He's got it on par, baby. He might be down in the 4.3s by now. Who knows? He's had a lot of practice getting out there.
What are you going to do this offseason, Rasheed, after you've won the Super Bowl? What do you got planned?
Commit some crimes.
Yeah, pretty much.
Pat, what are you going to be doing down there in Texas? He's like, I'm going to be watching the Mavs games every other week. This dude's lived at Mavs. I wish he'd take Rasheed Rice with him to a freaking Mavs game.
I don't watch the NBA like that, but I'm pretty sure they're not even in contention, right?
The Mavs?
We're already in the playoffs. They're gone, right? Or are they still hanging in there?
No, I think they're ahead in their series, aren't they?
No, I don't know. I don't watch it. Who watches the NBA?
It's 2-2. Them versus Thunder, and they actually almost went up 3-1.
Oh,
they
that's
lost by
right.
4.
Well, I mean, what's the Nuggets looking like? Are they still hanging on?
The Nugs. Yeah, I think they're still in.
They were being slap nuts for a little while.
They may have. Yeah, they're 2-2 with Minnesota. So.
Yeah, but Doug, I don't know, man. That's a good question. Something to look into. But I do know that obviously they have Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle there. But see, a lot of their speed is in the running backs. Like they have Devon Achane and Raheem Mostert.
Right, and I think both of them are faster than anybody we have.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't know. I don't really. Speed's a big thing, but I think it's more how they use the speed more than just, hey, we all run 4.21s, right? Like it's how they use Worthy in certain positions.
Right.
I'm not for sure what Kadarius Toney run.
4.3.
I think he was down there pretty good.
Scott
Moore wasn't shabby. I think he was 4.4 or something, I thought.
They're all 4.4 or better.
If you were in the wide receiver room, would you run a 4.4?
4.44 yard dash.
A 4.44 dash, not a 40.
I could do a 20-yard dash in 4.4 seconds. Okay, it's easy.
Hey, don't call your shot or nothing there for 20 yards. That's like from one end of your house to the other. You're like 4.4, and you bragged about it a little bit.
I tried to squeeze that by. You weren't supposed to call it out. Okay.
Well, that's
2040,
funny, man.
Whatever.
Yeah, K. Wayne says he runs pretty well to the injured list, the IR. Yeah, he's running amok over on the IR. He's like the. I draft Kadarius Toney every season in fantasy football, just because I know
you can put him on the IR. Or what? I don't understand.
Well, like I know, like that's one surprise that don't hit me halfway through. Because I mean, if I blow that pick on say Jamar Chase, in round 1, he's going to the IR because that's my luck. So I'll just take Toney knowing that he's going to do it, and I take out the surprise. So it's just one of those kind of things.
But even when they're healthy, Jamar Chase is going to get more points than Kadarius Toney in one half.
But if they're on my team, they will immediately go to IR, and that's why sometimes I'll draft Joe Burrow.
If Kadarius Toney was a member of the United States military, he would definitely be in the reserves, right?
Yeah.
Like he's a National Guard.
Who was the dude I cursed last year by accident? Was it Joe Burrow? Remember, I was like, Joe Burrow's probably going to have a good year, probably about coming up pretty soon. And it was like the very next play.
Boom. Yeah.
Gone. He gone.
He gone.
Steve, speaking of he gone, our boy MVS is off the market. He gone. He's going to sign,
no.
Steve. He's going to sign with who? The Buffalo Bills, baby. Buffalo's making that wide receiver room look just impeccable. Like they thought it was going to be like bad after Stephon Diggs left, Steve.
Mike, do you smell it?
Khalil Shakur.
You smell that?
What do you smell?
Desperation. I smell the desperation there for the Bills. If you're going out and getting a great value version of Gabe Davis, then you're desperate.
Which already sucks, by the way.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. It's like, what's a good knockoff brand? I don't know.
It's like
It's bad.
It's like you were driving. You wasn't driving like the Lambo. You didn't have the Lambo. You were driving like, a pretty good car. You were driving like a Beamer, right? We'll call Gabe Davis like a BMW. But now they've went out and turned that thing into like a Volvo.
No, Volvo's too rich for him.
That's true.
I think Gabe Davis is the Volvo, and MVS is like
the smart car.
No.
Yeah,
let's go with Kia. He's a Kia.
He's a Kia.
Yeah.
Kias are kind of popular, man, but I don't know. I just
because they're cheap.
I don't
I don't even know if we can call him that.
No, he gets paid. I think he's getting like 4.1 or 4.3 or something like that. Like that's still too much for MVS's 20 catches he's going to give you. Hey, and then listen to this one. They said, well, he does well in the playoffs, and the Bills have to have somebody to step up in the playoffs. Hey, I don't know if you're going to get to the playoffs. I just don't know if the Bills are going to be as good as everybody thinks they're going to be.
No, I mean the Bills.
Do they win the division? I think the Dolphins probably still win that division.
I think the Bills will still be a decent team. I think taking a step back is obvious, but like how far of a step back, I don't know, because I do think the Bills were kind of an overrated team to begin with.
Well, if you don't win the division, you're not getting into the playoffs, presumably, right? Because only two. Let's see. You're going to have 4 division winners, okay, and then 2's probably coming out of the AFC North. I would say probably Bengals, Ravens out of the AFC North. You could, and to be honest, Cleveland and Pittsburgh's not horrible.
You think that until Joe Burrow breaks an L in week 3, and Browning has to come in, and
do you think there's possibly 2 teams that could get in out of the West? Because I think Denver's probably not there yet. I don't think the Raiders are there yet. So it's just the Chargers in year 1 for Harbaugh. I don't know if I see that either, to be honest.
Yeah, I'm not for sure, man. But we'll see how it all goes. But I think Buffalo's definitely like they drafted Keon Coleman. They've signed Claypool and MVS, like 2 just bad receivers. Like
just
guys,
the mid of all mids.
Yeah, but I think it's like people they think can be good. Like, oh, there's a chance. Like sometimes Brett Veach likes to go get the guys like Kadarius Toney that were first-round picks, but they haven't got their due, blah, blah, blah. I think they feel like both those guys can still produce at a high level, but they don't know yet. Like we know, they don't know yet. They'll find out.
That's true. Mike says smash that thumbs up, and I think
baby.
You should always listen to Mike. Mike says smashing it. Demicchio. Well, y'all told me how to pronounce this last time, and I totally screwed it up.
I got it right.
What did you say? Do you
I'm not
remember?
telling you. Nope. I'm going to let you butcher it.
Don't even remember. Okay. The Bills will be okay. The Jets may win the division depending on what Aaron Rodgers does.
That's true.
I can't get behind the whole Aaron Rodgers thing, though, until he proves he can at least play, 4 weeks?
Right. I mean, he's like an older Joe Burrow. Like, they can be a decent team, and he's a good quarterback. But
Speaking of, another quarterback, another mid-tier quarterback, Steve, and I would say he's maybe a little above mid, but Jared Goff gets signed. Patrick Mahomes is now the 5th AAV, salary of quarterbacks. But this dude signs for $8 million more average annual than Mahomes does. Jared Goff. What are these teams doing overpaying these mediocre? Like, if you look at the top 4, it's Lamar Jackson, Burrow, Jared Goff, and then who was the other one?
Well,
Another mid. And
I
then,
can
by
tell you
the
what
way,
the Lions
they've all
are
got
doing.
zero rings. And then Mahomes is down there at number 5 looking up like, hey, guys, I got 3 of those bad boys.
Yeah, well, what it is first of all, you have the Lions who are overpaying everybody on their roster because they've been a poverty franchise for so long. And like, we understand what that means, right? Because we lost for a lot of years straight, so we get it. But what happened is, like, when they had a competitive season, they got so horned up, like they got so freaking bricked up, Mike, that they passed out, hit their head, and they're afraid they're going to lose that. So they went out. They've just went crazy. Like, they're trying to catch the lightning they had in a bottle and just keep it forever. And it's like they're screwing up. They're going to end up like the Bills here in about 3 years. They're going to have to lose their whole team and then build from the ground.
Are you talking about Burrow? Or are you talking
The
about? Oh, you're talking about the
Lions.
Lions. Okay,
Yeah.
yeah. I think you're right. I think you're
100%.
right. Look, somebody explained. Well, they don't think he's better than Mahomes, but you have to overpay for a premium quarterback. It's hard to find. Well, A, I don't think he's premium.
No.
B, you're telling me that just because, like, if it's hard to find a reliable car, I've got to go out and overpay? Why, my neighbor's over here driving a Lambo? Get out of here. Like, what are you talking about?
It's a pissing contest, right? It's like, what it is say your neighbor has a Patrick Mahomes. Say they have like a nice car, right? Like, well, everybody else, even though he has the best car, they're still going to try to do something to top it. So they'll overpay and go crazy.
A worse car?
They have they don't think that, though. They pump it up like they have the
There
best
is no
quarterback
way
ever.
anybody in their right mind believes Jared Goff is better quarterback than Patrick Mahomes.
I bet you there's some delusional
There's a
Lions fan
few
out there that
Lions
will
fans.
argue that.
There's a few Lions fans out here. We got Enrique with the one gifted, baby.
Let's go, Enrique.
That's
What's
what
up,
I'm
my
talking
man?
about. Enrique giving out the one gifted. Bringing
Here-
people into the crew.
Enrique also looking damn good in that hoodie down there. If y'all would take a look at that.
That is a beautiful hoodie.
It
I've got that
is.
same hoodie.
It's a nice one. Appreciate
Sometimes I
you,
wear it.
Enrique. Mike, hit that horn again, baby, because Flapjack's in the house. He said, just give Mahomes 5% of the KC franchise. Yeah, I think they should. I mean, why not? He's already part owner in the Royals. He might as well be part owner of the Chiefs. And he's
think
already
someday he
100%
will,
owner
right?
of the Bengals franchise and the Raiders franchise.
Yeah.
And the
And
Donkeys
the
franchise.
Broncos.
So, I
He
mean,
owns like the entire NFL. He's got a stake in every franchise at this point.
yeah.
Poor guy. He's got a lot on his plate. Patrick Mahomes shoulders a lot of responsibility, does he not?
Yeah. Hey, our boy Jared says, now I just feel like you're picking on everyone named Jared.
Who's the other one?
Jared Goff.
Who's the other Jared? From Subway?
You lost me. I don't know. I didn't catch anything about the name Jared, but yeah, Jared, you're a mid quarterback.
Yeah, don't be mid, Jared. Be good. Steve, check this one out. Amazon has approved a true crime documentary about Chiefsaholic, baby. They're going to call it A Wolf in Chiefs Clothing. By the way, didn't somebody already come out with something called that? Or that was like rumored to be the name and like somebody was just like, hey, that's a good idea. Let's take that to Netflix. I actually heard that Drake was producing it. Is that true?
I hope not.
Yeah, I really think so. I really think Drake's got something to do with it, man.
Yeah, I hope not. Let's don't. But no, this will be interesting, right? Like, have you watched the documentary or whatever that they had on ESPN? I never watched it.
No, I don't think I got to watch it either.
Yeah, I never watched it. I don't know if it's any good. Y'all have to let us know in the chat, but I think it'll be a funny thing, right? I mean, something that outlandish that happens in real life, like you have to, like you can do something with that, right?
I mean, it's interesting. If you don't know nothing about it, even if you do know something about it, it's kind of interesting because I'm sure they're going to go behind the scenes and show you more stuff. Like they're probably pulling footage we haven't seen. They probably know stuff we haven't seen yet and things that we're not privy to. I think it'll be interesting. I'm kind of wondering how they're going to portray it. Like, are they going to portray him as a Swiftie? Even though he wasn't even around at the time?
I don't know. It'll be interesting to see. But I mean, just like I said, anything that's that just crazy that happens, like Xavier Bobudar, he gave no F's, Mike. Like that guy is like the epitome of I don't care. Like,
Dude.
I want to go to these Chiefs games. I want to go to this freaking 15 of the homies thing and buy something for 15 grand. I want to bet this much on the Super Bowl. Like, he made it happen. He is like the epitome of if you can dream it, you can be it. And he found his own way, baby.
He was like a modern day, like, you know, Billy the Kid or something. He just went and robbed up places and like said, screw it. I'm gonna live the life I want to live.
Mike, in the economy that we're in now, I don't say I can blame him too much. I'm not all for, you know, threatening people with weapons and things like that. That was a little much.
Did he have real weapons?
Yeah, he did.
Okay, I didn't know if that was ever proven or not, if he had real weapons, fake weapons. Maybe he just put his finger under the shirt, you know, like in the cartoons.
No, those are armed, baby. They were armed robberies.
Armed. Well, isn't everybody that robs places armed?
Maybe not.
Yeah, maybe not. And in that case, I apologize.
Yeah, Mike, you have to be inclusive. If they don't have arms, they can still rob banks.
But it's not armed robbery at that point.
It could be.
I don't know.
Maybe they're holding a weapon in their mouth.
Maybe. Doug says the next movie is going to be the Rashee Rice story. Yeah, for sure. Starring Denzel. We already know. We've already got the trailer for it.
We didn't miss a beat.
Yeah, the trailer's already out. In a world where wide receiver Rashee Rice gets so bored in the offseason, he lures a photographer to a nightclub in Dallas only to punch him in the face. Starring Denzel Washington as Rashee Rice. Dude, Denzel.
It's going to be a classic, bro.
Just put the dreads on Denzel. He looks just like Rashee. How did that happen?
I don't know. It's meant to be.
This is meant to be. Do you think
that's what Denzel Washington was born for, if you didn't know?
Yeah, to play the role of Rashee. That could be his defining. Like, nobody really knows who Denzel Washington is as an actor, right? Like, he sucks. Like, nobody knows. Kind of like the way Taylor Swift put Kelsey on the map. Like, nobody knew who he was. You know, kind of like when Post Malone put Ozzy Osbourne on the map a few years ago. Remember, nobody knew Ozzy Osbourne until Post Malone.
It's a good thing these people are letting the little guy eat sometimes, you know?
Let the little guy eat. Let him eat. Steve, last bit of Chiefs news today, and then we'll get to some comments and stuff. Aaron Wilson, not the Aaron Wilson, by the way, that we went to school with.
Billy Corgan.
And you know who I'm talking about. Yes. Yep. We knew two Aaron Wilsons. One of them played golf.
Yes, he did.
Yeah, you do. You know. And I know what you were about to say, and you can't do it. No. And I'm going to tell you this. The Chiefs have signed 6th-round pick corner Kamal Hadden, $4.158 million contract, including $138K signing bonus. And some would say that's a lot of money. Steve, we looked it up before we came on. Keandre Coburn was 6th-round pick last year, signed for right around the same amount of money. I think Hadden got maybe $100,000 more.
I would be willing to bet. I'd put up $100 right now that he's going to contribute much more than Keandre Coburn.
Oh, I would think that too, yeah. But also I just want to make it known that like sometimes these contracts look big, right? But doesn't mean nothing because Keandre Coburn got the same amount and he was up and down and off and everything.
The Academy has acknowledged you.
Let's go. Like I need that. We'll get. Look, I'll get an Academy Award before I get a YouTube plaque.
Yeah, that's true.
I'll win a freaking Grammy before I get a YouTube plaque. Bro, I don't even know. Like, it's just been a wild offseason for the Chiefs. It's like every day it gets crazier and crazier. It's like we're living in some kind of a weird, like, it's almost like we became the Cowboys of the 90s.
Stop. You're going to jinx it. Something crazy.
I'm not, but like, remember the Cowboys of the 90s where like they just had all these weird, like,
you mean where they were just
that would get in
coked
trouble
up and winning Super Bowls?
Oh, yeah.
Is that what's going on with the Chiefs? Are they on?
No, the Chiefs are horned up, not coked up. Like they're
Okay.
out here with the Blue Chew crew.
So they're on the wiener dope, not the nose dope.
They got that dong dope, baby.
Yeah.
Out here just horned, and it's not making them think right. Like there's no blood in the brain. They're out here punching photographers allegedly.
He didn't just punch a photographer, okay? He lured him there so he could punch him. He's like, you know what? I don't like this photographer.
Look, this still got to be fake. You know what's funny? What's funny is like when the first thing happened and we were like, look, let's wait for the facts to come out. People actually like raged. They were like, how dare you not condemn him? And then with this one, we made fun of it. We were like, dude, he punched a dude in the face. And they're like, how dare you accuse him of that? It's like, I can't win. I can't freaking win. You know, I'm just going to make jokes about it.
Brian Parrott, our friend Billy from Chicago. Yes, we do know him.
Billy Corrigan.
Let's go, baby.
Dude.
A little bit of Smashing Pumpkins, a little bit of Zwan, if
Steve,
you will.
I'm going to give you a little bit of tidbit of information right here on screen. And I don't know if you know this or not. Do you remember Neil when we used to go to horror conventions? Neil, he had the
Neil
T-shirt
Autry.
company. Neil Autry, shout out Neil. He's a cool dude.
Yeah.
Did you know his wife or girlfriend won? I don't know if they're married yet. She just got invited to play guitar for the Smashing Pumpkins. She's going to be in the Smashing
Yeah.
Pumpkins with Billy Corrigan. You knew that.
Yeah, I did
didn't
know that.
you knew that.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy?
Well, I didn't know that was Neil's wife or whatever, but I seen that girl and I knew that she was kind of in that. That's cool, though.
Right. I don't remember her name. But you know, he also dated a wrestler from the WWE at one point.
Neil was getting around, baby. He was slanging it. He was like,
He was playing it like Nick Cannon out here.
yeah,
He's like the white Nick Cannon.
he is. And like, he's like a handsome man, right? Like Neil's a handsome guy. He did Elvis impersonations for a while. Do you remember that? That was
do.
random, but it wasn't like your typical, like it was more tongue in cheek, but
I'm gonna bring up a picture of Neil. I'm gonna find his modeling pose. You ready?
he had a little pompadour.
Here
like,
it comes. I'm gonna bring up Neil's modeling pose.
Let's look at him. What are you up to, Neil?
Woo! There he is.
Oh, there he is. Look
Look
at him.
at that man. He murdered some people. Apparently, he's got the eye. No, that's a cross. I think.
Yeah.
I thought it was the teardrop. Yeah. So apparently, Neil, you know, dating a girl that's gonna be like.
Neil's making that money. He pulled a Travis Kelce.
He did. He leveled up in the world, bro.
I like it. Good
He
job,
leveled up
Neil.
a little bit.
Neil, if you ever see this, good job, buddy.
Yeah, buddy. We got ourselves a 5-bomb from Matt Gage, Gap Mage. I'm hoping your name's really Matt Gage and not
It
Gap
is.
Mage.
I think he told us that.
Okay. I get confused. There's a lot, but I didn't want to call you.
Mike,
Billy the Kid never
Kid.
robbed any
No.
banks. Did he not?
No, you're thinking John Dillinger, baby. Another random fact.
Oh, God. We got more facts.
Yeah, this is a random one too, and it's funny that it just came up. But like my two of my kids, their mother's side of the family is descendants of John Dillinger.
No. I
Yeah,
didn't know that.
right there, smack dab in the middle of the family tree, baby.
I actually went to John Dillinger's grave when I was in Indy one day because I was like, why not? Let's go check out Dillinger's grave. And they love John Dillinger. I mean, they tried not to embrace John Dillinger because of the whole gangster thing.
Oh, their family did. They loved it. They were like, hey, that's our cousin.
Right. So I went to his grave, and apparently there's this thing where people leave like pennies and stuff on Dillinger's grave, and I didn't understand it. Like, I don't know what the semblance was. I never could figure it out, but yeah.
know.
Oh, John Dillinger.
Appreciate the 5, Gap
appreciate the 5 bomb.
Mage.
Don't we live near a place, by the way, another random fact.
No.
Don't we live near a place
No more
in
random
Meade
facts.
County? It's a pizza place now, but it's called Joe House Pizza, and I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure
they used to house the inmates.
Yeah, Billy the Kid was actually
yeah.
locked up there before.
Hey, our long lost
Dude.
family was there. Hank Williams was locked
Yeah.
up there, baby.
Hank Williams was locked up there. Boy, we got some random facts today. Just tune on in. This has been Random Facts with All Chiefed Up. Should we do a new segment called Random Facts with All Chiefed Up?
Guys, I think you're going to like some of the new content we're getting ready to come up with. So just going to throw that out there.
Random Facts with
We're
All
going
Chiefed
to
Up.
have some fun. We're going to have some fun. It's going to be a good time. Mike, you know what?
What?
I think that you need to do this again. Oh, we got a
Go,
2-bomb.
go.
Got a 2-bomb from our boy Space.
Let's go, Space.
Appreciate you, bud. Thanks for the support. Yeah, lots of random facts. Random fact about the Chiefs, Mike. let's you only know when 2 of the games are happening, but
Yeah.
how many? What did the Chiefs finish with last year? Sorry, I stuttered because I'm trying to remember what the record was in the season last year.
It was not the greatest. Let me see what it actually
was. It 13 wins?
I think they were 11-6 last year, I believe.
We didn't make it to 13.
No, I think we were 11-6.
Look it up.
11
Hey, look that up for us. Okay, so you think they improve on that this year?
Let's see. Okay. Look, I think in our division, I think we
Mike,
may
we
lose
need a guy. We need a guy where we're gonna be like, hey, look that up for us.
Right.
Why don't we have one of those?
I don't think we're going to lose to the Bucks or the Saints at home. I don't think we lose to the Ravens and Bengals at home. But the Chiefs do play worse at home than they do on the road, it seems. Don't they?
Who?
The Chiefs. It seems like we always
play better on the road.
Yeah, we do play better on the road for some reason over the past few years.
Mahomes has always been better on the road.
So does that mean that you have a chance to actually drop one of the Ravens-Bengals games? Because I don't think you're going to drop to the Saints.
I mean, there's a
Bucks.
chance you could any of them. I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see. I was just wondering if overall you thought. I think they'll improve on an 11-6.
I think they get better than 11-6 this year.
I do too.
Because I don't think the schedule's as tough as it was last year.
What's up, Gary? He says, how far are you from Nashville? There's a restaurant that's Steve's 96-ounce ribeye. So we're not too far from Nashville. We'll get there in about an hour.
2.5 hours.
Did you say
For
2.5 hours?
Yeah.
Is it really that far?
Yeah. It's
Maybe
an hour
2
from Bowling
hours?
Green, and we're an hour from Bowling Green.
Okay, so 2 hours. Sorry.
Yeah. 2.
But no, I don't know about this restaurant though. A 96-ounce ribeye, dude. I could eat like a small portion of that. I love steak though.
Yeah. Dude, we should go enter a steak eating contest.
I couldn't do eating contest.
We got a 20 bomb from Jared.
Oh.
Let's go.
Jared,
This is
you
no
the man.
comment. No even comment. He just said put it in your pocket.
Appreciate you, my man. Thanks for the support.
Appreciate you, brother. And I tell you, that goes a long way. That helps us out. Appreciate you. Dude, you know what sucks tonight, Steve, is I start back driving again tonight. I had a few days off, and now I'm right back on the road, man, just doing my best K-Wayne impression.
I just got home from work to start work.
Daggone.
2 jobs sucks. I'm going to tell you. It's not fun.
I know,
It's
man.
not a good time.
Space says he thinks we're going to go 14-3.
I could see something like that this year. I feel like it's going to be a strong year for the Chiefs.
K-Wayne says 14-3.
I like it, guys. I like
Richie
it.
King says it could be 15-2.
Hey, y'all put some legendaries in chat for our boy Jared, though. Appreciate that.
Oh, for
20
sure,
bomb,
Jared.
man.
Appreciate you, brother.
Also, Mike Yogi. Yogi's been a member for 7
go.
freaking months. Let's go.
Yogi
He says,
gets this
I think
too.
if they gave us the 49ers and the Bills on the road for weeks 3 and 4, it would be perfect. 4-0 start and the toughest games behind us. I'm kind of right there with you, Yogi. The more I thought about it, I'm like, you know what? Let's knock them out early. Make it easy for the Chiefs. That's fine. Whatever you want to do. Like, take your shot. Take your best shot.
So, do we have international games this year?
Like, you know there's going to be at least one.
Well, I'm just saying, are we set to get them or not? Because they'll usually say what teams they are. We got one last year, so I wouldn't think they'll put us back out there again this year, right?
Yeah, I think the Chiefs are playing in the Ukraine this year.
Bro, if they have to go to San Francisco, that's like a foreign country.
Yeah.
I mean, basically, you're playing in like Uganda or like just some kind of like.
Do you think Putin would ever allow a football game in Russia?
I don't know, man. It's like
What is
playing
this-
in like
what
where's
is
like a
this
desolate,
football?
where's like a desolate like deserted place, like like an Antarctica. That's what I imagine.
Just
Like San
something
Francisco.
crazy?
Then again, they don't
What
even.
about Sweden?
They don't play within San Francisco though, do they? They play like a long way out of the city. I want to say they play like Santa Clara or somewhere like that. I don't know, man.
I don't know, man.
Yogi, appreciate you, brother. Dude, Steve, so if they could give us the hardest schedule possible, then in week 3, they do give you the Bills on the road, and in week 4, they give you the 49ers on the road, and then they give us a home game. So maybe they just throw the Texans at us right off the rip. Like that's our top 5 teams right there.
Dude, I don't know what they're going to try to do, but you know what? It doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. Like,
I
bring
think
them
within the
on.
first 4 to 5 games, they're going to put at least one AFC West game in there.
Yeah, I mean, you have to get
Maybe
some
2
going, right?
within the first 5. Our first few away games could be AFC matchups. We could go maybe week 3 to the Chargers or to Las Vegas, maybe.
Nikki, I think that could be a thing this year. I think the Chiefs could bring it back to Arrowhead. They already went and proved last year that they can go on the road and beat all the best teams back to back to back to back to win a Super Bowl.
Back to back.
On the road, just out there, just slapping people, slapping them right in the mouth. And Mahomes is just telling everybody to suck it after every game. Like, hey, so I couldn't play on the road.
Right.
But now I think, you know what? We've done there. We've been there. We've done that. So let's bring it back home to the people.
For sure.
Because it's the people's invitational.
K. Wayne says he's holding it down in Pittsburgh today, Steve. There it is.
Hey, get out there.
Dude,
Let
we
'em
went to
know.
Pittsburgh one time. We played some music up in Pittsburgh, and it was so weird. Like,
It's a gloomy city.
you're like, where in the world's Pittsburgh? And then all of a
Gotham.
sudden you drive through a tunnel, and then Pittsburgh appears. And you're like, wait, I didn't
Yeah,
see
after
that
coming
2
from the
miles
south.
away.
Yeah.
Like, it was so strange. And then it was just, like, gloomy, and I don't know. It felt weird. It felt like a desolate area.
It was like Gotham City. But yeah, I think we got something for Jared here.
For the thousands here in attendance tonight and for the millions watching at home on TV. Oh, let's get ready to suck it!
Let's go. Baby.
Go. And for the 20 bomb, you get both versions.
Suck it! Suck it! We got 2 words for you! Suck it!
That was just Mahomes after every game of the playoffs last year. Just telling them about it. I like villain Mahomes. He makes me happy. Like, you know, like I always tend to like villains anyway. Like when I'm watching a movie, like I always tended to like the Joker in the Batman series. Okay.
Are we the villains?
We're the villains of
I think
everything.
we may be the villains of YouTube, Chiefs YouTube.
We could be.
We are. They've already tried to ban us.
You know, I watched Guardians of the Galaxy last night and I caught myself liking Ronan. Like, how do you do that?
Ronan, you watched Guardians of the Galaxy for the first time, by the way. What'd you think of it?
It was good.
It's one of the Guardians of the Galaxy, good movies throughout. I think the second Guardians is even funnier.
It's pretty good. Yeah, but I think I like the villain role for the Chiefs. I think Mahomes wears it well, and I think he's going to continue to lean into it because at this point, you are the villain. People hate the Chiefs, man, because they're just so sick of them.
Right. Just be the villain. Just embrace it. We're starting to embrace it. You know, I don't care. I'm just, you know, at some point, I'm just like, suck it. Don't care.
Right.
Don't care. We got Ray Ray, remember, for 6 months, Steve. Ray Ray gets a whistle. Here he goes. Oh, Ray Ray gets that one.
Uh-oh.
Mike and Steve, I got my Pacheco jersey and the extra goodies right before you came on live today.
Let's go,
Let's
Ray
go.
Ray. Nice.
Let's go. I don't know why it took so long to get that there. I'd sent it 2 weeks ago.
Well, at least it didn't have a Jeremiah incident where the post office.
Dude, yeah.
Have you figured anything out with that?
I've not been able to talk to Jeremiah to see what happened, but I hope they didn't lose that. That was a one-of-a-kind Chiefs custom, all chiefed up sign. So, it's insane.
Mike, we got 5 gifted memberships from our boy Yogi.
Yogi with the 5 gifted.
Appreciate you. Y'all make sure to have your gifting turned on if you'd like one
go.
of those. And also put some legendaries in the chat for our boy Yogi. Doing the Lord's work out here
Doing the Lord's work.
at
Just
5 p.m. on a Tuesday. Let's
getting people
go.
into the crew, baby. That's what happens.
do it.
Man, it's just, we're not too far away from actual football when you think about it, Steve.
No, well, before you know it, it's going to be camp time, right? Because we're at the end of, we're already getting towards the end of May. It's like mid-May right now. June.
Tomorrow, we're going to know the full schedule.
Yeah.
Tomorrow's the schedule release. Mm-hmm. That's crazy.
And then, you know, you get through June. There'll be like OTAs and things like that, right? But like towards, mid to end July is when camp really heats up, right?
Yeah, it'll go into August.
Mm-hmm.
That's usually about the time we head on out to KC.
Yeah, we still got to figure out what we're doing. Maybe another meet and greet and stuff. So that'd be fun.
I want to get some actual dates on this.
Yeah, we'll see about that.
Let's get some actual dates for these off-season workouts. Let me see here. Here we go. So we got phase 1 we've already wrapped. The next 3 weeks of program, on-field workouts. Phase 2, phase 3 will be OTAs, 7-on-7s, but no live contact. It don't have an actual date though. So, oh, here it is. Yeah. Okay. So OTA workouts May 20th through 22nd. So that's coming up in a week. Then May 28th through 30th. Then June 4th through 7th. So here over the next few weeks, you've got a few little like chunks of weekends. I'm guessing what that is. 20 through 22. It'll be Monday through Wednesday.
Definitely some activities coming up. Some football activities.
Yeah, and then mandatory mini camps June 11th through 13th.
Mike, I like activities.
Various activities. Mm-hmm. That's why we made bunk beds.
I can do karate in the garage.
Let the boy watch.
Just let him do some karate.
Ray says, what week did the NFL give the Chiefs for their bye week?
I think they want us to get it out of the way quick. That way we'll be nice and tired for the end of the season.
You think so?
Don't you? Well, if you do it too early, then you're taking
I feel like they also think if they get it too,
to...
it's too. If they well, first of all, you have to think the Chiefs should be in a position to where the last game of the season they get some rest anyway, right? Should. But do you think they try to wait as long as they can to just let the Chiefs go through the gauntlet, baby? Just see if we can get them hurt, see if we can get them beat down.
There's two lines of thinking there. Either that or you get it out of the way early, and that way you don't have any help the rest of the way, right?
Yeah. Lewis, that would have been our boy Yogi, my man. He's handing out the memberships.
Yogi.
Hey, K. Wayne's not wrong here. Mahomes just snaps his fingers.
We are inevitable.
And poof, Super Bowl champion, baby. That's how it's going to go. He already said we're doing the three. We're doing the three-peat. Mahomes don't just say stuff.
I wonder if I'm trying to think of like how they're going to lay out. So I don't think we get a Christmas game again this year, right?
I don't want one anymore. You know what?
Are they going to try to put the Chiefs in on Thanksgiving?
Just let me rant for 2 minutes.
Go ahead.
I was so freaking happy last year because I love Christmas. I'm like freaking Kris Kringle over here. That's my jam. I'm Elf. I'm Buddy the Elf. And I'm like, dude, I get to watch the Chiefs beat the Raiders on Christmas. Like this is the most best thing that could ever happen to me. Like this, they made my year with that. And then what did the Chiefs do, Mike? They marched out to the 50-yard line. They pantsed themselves in front of America. They risked being on the sexual offender list because they just dropped a trowel in the middle of the field and they took a dump. And that's what I got for Christmas. And you know what? I don't want no more shit sandwiches from the Chiefs for Christmas. I want to enjoy my Christmas. So I hope we don't get a freaking Christmas game. All right, I'm done.
Shut up. What? I said shut up.
I said I was done before you told me to shut up. It didn't work as well.
No, it did. No, I'm with you. I don't want to watch the Chiefs on Christmas. But are they going to try to give us the Thanksgiving game?
How dare they, Mike? Try to ruin my Christmas.
They're going to give us something. You know they will. They've got to. Look, people love to hate us. They want to watch us just for the sheer fact that they can say, the refs cheated, Mahomes cheated. You got to have something. And then if we lose, it's a national holiday.
Can we just have a Thanksgiving game and play the Lions? That way we know it's an obvious dub. Can we have that game?
Whoa, that would be a good that's a good Thanksgiving game then. I would take that.
Chiefs first of all.
But we can't. They're not on our schedule this year, are they?
Nationally.
No.
But that would be a great matchup.
Neither is Dallas. Are they doing that thing this year? Okay, look, check this out. Have you heard this one? And I'm sure people in the chat's heard it. Chiefs will get an Amazon Black Friday game. That's a possibility. Have you heard where now they have literally licensed out games to like every streaming platform? They've even given 2 games to Netflix.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So you essentially got to have like $800 to watch all Chief games.
But you
now.
don't. You really don't.
What are you going to do?
It's crazy because they try to put this meme together and scare everybody where they're like, to watch all the games you have to have this, and this, and that's $15 a month and $10 a month, and then you have to have, if you get the NFL package, it's $350, and you're paying $800 to watch the games. And it's like, first of all, most people already have Netflix, Okay, like if you're getting Netflix, you're not getting it just to watch one game, and if you are, you're only paying for it for
But
1
didn't
month.
people do that for Peacock?
Yeah, but dude, here's my thing. Like, Peacock's what, $3 a month? Like, you don't have to continue to pay for it the rest of the year.
But you still have to pay $3.
Big deal. Get over it.
But you're doing it for every platform now.
But
Like,
you're
Steve,
not.
You're allowing Goodell's greed to take hold.
It's not that, but I mean,
You
it's
are.
it's
Look,
really
let 'em
not
know
as
in
big
the
of a
chat
deal as
that
people
he's
think.
siding with Goodell's greed.
I'm not. But yeah, the Royals were on Apple TV last week. I watched that game, and I was very happy I watched that game, even though it sucked up until the 9th inning. They were down 2-1. And then Frazier came out and smacked a 2-run homer in the 9th for the win, baby. I was
missed
glad I
that
watched
one.
that. I watched it. I watched it on Apple TV. It was a good one. But yeah, I don't know. I think people are like taking it out of context. Like, just because they're putting a game on a platform doesn't mean that you have to subscribe to it for a year.
Yeah, but even 1 month.
It's
what if
$3.
you can't afford it?
Well, that sucks,
It's not
man.
the best economy ever.
That sucks. If you can't afford to watch it, then just watch YouTube, and you can watch it for free.
You can't watch games on YouTube.
That was a joke. I was just saying you could watch YouTube as opposed to watching the game.
I don't know, man. That's just
Gary says there should be a Halloween game. Dude, how funny would it be to have a Halloween game and they have to dress up as like a different team?
A Halloween game, and you have to wear you have to pull off. No, maybe you have Halloween themed uniforms.
That'd be cool. Like
So like a one-off, like a
a
Chiefs,
black and orange.
The Chiefs could finally use black for once, and everybody
ain't gonna
people
happen.
would freak out.
Dude, it could be.
But it's for Halloween.
It could be for Halloween, and everybody'd still be like, it has to be red and white. Okay, it's traditional.
Come on, dude, you do
don't-
something. Can you just change it up? Then we'll just go bright orange, not Denver
No,
orange.
you can't. You can't because you have to be in red and white.
It's one game. It's on Halloween. Look, we'll be goblins, and they can be witches.
Mike, if they wear an alternate uniform, the next thing you know, they're coming after our name. They're going to take it away, and we're going to be the KC Fire Engines.
That might be true, though, the way it's working right now. Considering Dan Quinn or Snyder, whatever his name is, gets in trouble for wearing a
I'll
feather on his
I'll tell you
t-shirt.
when that's going to stop. Is when people stop giving a shit about it and trying to bow down to everyone telling them they can't be normal.
Dude, no
Just stop,
crap, man.
Just look. You can't cancel the uncancelable. Like if you don't care, no one cares.
That's true.
Like what are you going to do? All they're doing is trying to guilt you and make you think that they're like some kind of superior person.
The dude had, like, what's going to be funny is when they change their name back.
They need to.
Then what
need
are they
to.
going to do?
I'm starting a petition with the
There
with
is a
the,
petition already. They're
with the
suing
Native
them.
Americans. I'm getting in there with them, baby. We're taking
You're
it
not-
back.
You're not even native.
You're taking it back. I'm going to help them.
Actually-
if they're allowed to
Actually, fun fact.
virtue signal, I can too. I can help.
Great grandma was what, half Cherokee
And Choctaw?
full blooded Cherokee.
Was she a
actually.
Chippewa?
No, Tim McGraw, shut up.
She was one of a kind.
She was really Cherokee Indian, 100%.
I think you made that up.
No, ask Pops.
All right.
Steve, you know our history, son. We're full
I
of
know it
Native
all.
Americans and Hank Williams Jr. What a line right there. What a
There's
line.
a lot of other stuff in there too. But
Idiots.
yeah, sure.
What kind of other stuff? What are we talking about?
I know our like genealogy is like crazy, bro. Like I've seen it. Like there's just
How
it's like
crazy?
it's a mixed bag, baby. If it's out there, throw it in there.
What are you? 100%? Like, you're not 100%. You just cleared that up.
No,
So
no.
How much European are you?
European, it was English actually. We were a lot of percent English.
Of course.
Like Austin, like English, baby.
Yeah.
Do I make you horny, baby?
Steve, yeah,
What?
we got Travis Kelce's in the family when it comes to that.
Yeah. So there was that. We had everything, all of it. Throw it in there.
Everything.
Yeah, like our family tree is a melting pot. Okay, we're what
our
America's
ancestors-
supposed to be.
Hey, our
we're
ancestors
just straight
were-
America.
they were blue chewing it out there. They were horned up.
They blue chewed the whole world to death.
Yeah, they were out there just chasing people around with their poles.
Mike, I think the only continent that got away from the Williams lineage was Asia, I think.
No.
Yeah.
That's in. It's in.
Nah, it's not. Nah, there wasn't anything Asian.
Steve, we're changing it. Book a trip right now.
We got to add it in.
Come on, we got to get it going. And I'm going to tell you something. This is sponsored by Blue Chew. Come on over.
Get all horned up for the football season with Blue Chew. For real, though, once again, just like yesterday, nothing major, but we do know what the second game is now. And it just makes
Are we going to know the third game? Oh, yeah, we will know the third game tomorrow.
It just makes you excited for the football season because you see something tangible out there like, this is it. This is the day. This is when. Like, so I feel like it's just like, even though it's not like huge news, it's like a big step from 2 days ago because now we kind of have like a real thing to look forward to. Like, it's marked down, baby. They chiseled that bad boy in the stone. So
what if they lied to everyone and they come out tomorrow and they're like, April Fools, we're going to switch the whole schedule. That'd be kind of funny, actually. They're like, the Chiefs aren't actually playing the Ravens and the Bengals. We just wanted to leak that and get everybody horned up. They're going to start off playing the Panthers and the Bucks. That's going to be week 1, week 2.
I saw an April Fool's joke I want to try next year. Someone executed it fantastically.
What?
They took a box of crumble cookies to work. And then on the inside of it, when they put it on the table that, like, you know, where everybody's like, oh, cool, someone brought these. Or like donuts, and you open it and it's empty and it just says April Fool's inside of it. It's how cruel. But I want to do it to people.
That's funny. Dude, by the way, Crumble released their new lineup yesterday, and I'm about to go get them. I'm going to try them out. I've got this new thing where I try out every Crumble cookie every week. It costs me about $16
that's some
bucks
fat
a week.
kid stuff right there, bro.
I don't eat them. I take one bite, and then I let the girlfriend eat them all. She's obsessed with
You
like
just try
cookies.
them. You just try it out.
Yeah, I try it, rate it 1 through 10, kick it out.
So you take a bite of every one of her cookies. That's kind of mean.
Yeah, but we cut them into like little. They're big cookies. They're probably like this big, so you can like cut them into eighths and eat it like a slice of pizza, basically. Go try it. They opened one up right near you, man. It's pretty good.
Yeah, there's one up the road. I don't know about that.
They got one this week called a French toast, and it's not even a cookie. It's like a cake, a French toast.
That doesn't sound good.
Dude, come on. How
You know what
does it
sounds
not?
good? Chicken wings and pizza and football. That's what sounds good, baby.
Well, that's their next cookie they're releasing.
It might be. So, Mike, out of the first 2 games, which one are you more excited for? Are you more excited for the AFC championship game rematch to start the season off, dropping the banner, beating Lamar Jackson in front of the world on banner night, or are you more excited to get back into the rivalry with the Bengals, Joe Burrow versus Patrick Mahomes?
Right. Look, honestly,
And Burrow, is this one? Hey, what was it? Was it at home? It was at home.
It's at home.
Yeah, we can Burrowhead my ass him again.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, which one are you more excited for?
I don't really view the Bengals as on our level for a rivalry. I just don't. They don't win anything.
No, they beat us once when it counted. That was it.
And that's because we give it away.
That was Mahomes' worst performance in his NFL career.
And Tyreek Hill and Bieniemy fought, and like we just literally handed
I
it to him.
I still put that game at the feet of Eric Bieniemy. He threw off the entire mojo of the entire team back
So
on
I
the full
don't care
before
about-
halftime.
I want to beat the Bengals, but I don't care. Like I'm excited to see the first game of the year. I'm excited for the Thursday night football. Get horned up, go out and beat Lamar. You know, you always want to beat Lamar, and you want to beat the Ravens because that's the team every year that everybody says that's the AFC team, and then it's in our division, it's the Chargers, right?
Right.
Like it's the same
think
two
about
teams
how bad
every
it's
year.
going to be if they were to beat us. Like, imagine the hype then, as opposed to like the usual hype.
Of course, it always is. Like when the Bills beat us in the regular season, it's always the Bills. There's just certain teams the Chiefs do not play well against. The Bills are one of those. They don't tend to do well in the regular season versus the Bills. And I feel like maybe the Bengals may be on that list too. I already know the Colts are on that list. The Titans are usually on that list. There's like AFC South teams we don't do too well with.
You know
and
why?
I feel
Because
like AFC North teams we don't do
the AFC
100%
South
great with.
plays the oldest, stalest brand of football there is.
Yeah, they actually still running the wing tee out there.
And, you know, like, I don't even say that as like a pure insult because it is just a little bit funny. But, like, they play like more smash mouth, like let's shorten the game up, run the ball 150 times. Now, though, I kind of feel like that's what the Bengals are going to try to do to us in week 1. Because, like, what's the narrative from the Ravens are going to try to do us in week 1.
Oh, I thought you said the Bengals would try it too.
No. I said the wrong name. Gotcha. But the Ravens, I feel like that's what they're going to try because the narrative from the AFC Championship game was if they just ran the ball more, they would have beat the Chiefs. So I think they're going to take that to heart. Now they have Derrick Henry, so they're all horned up about that, and they think they have like the super team, and they can just run the ball over and over again with Derrick Henry. But you know what? Since he's been in the league, Nick Bolton is the biological father of Derrick Henry.
He's kryptonite.
So I'm not worried about that. But I think they're still going to lean into it. I think they'll try to run the ball a lot more on us and shorten the game up and just beat us a smash mouth way.
Yeah, because wasn't that the big knock was in the playoff game, Lamar didn't run enough.
They said
and so I think they'll try it.
But that's the funny part is you can't do it when Steve Spagnuolo don't allow you to.
Aren't they also trying to change like their style a little bit? Like I feel like they're trying to get more receiver heavy, open their offense, and then you've got the other hardball coming in trying to take. They need to swap quarterbacks.
Well, I thought that until they went out and paid Derrick Henry a bunch of money, and then I'm like, well, maybe they're trying to get back to running the ball a lot. But I mean,
is Derrick Henry going to be like Derrick Henry though? Like from what we imagine, like is he just getting a little late in the career, maybe?
Man, I think Derrick Henry's a monster.
Something about running backs wearing that purple too. They're always injured.
That's true, but Derrick Henry is a beast. Like that's one thing I won't ever doubt. Like that guy has my respect. He's a monster. They run him into the ground in Tennessee. Like he was a beast. And you know what?
Yeah.
He didn't say a word about it. He wasn't a diva about it. He freaking carried the ball 40 times a game for years, dude.
When we go to KC, I see Lewis asking in the chat if anybody's been to Pat's and Travis 1587 Steakhouse. Steve, we got to go.
Is it open now? I knew they were talking about doing it.
I don't know if it's open, but if it is, we're going. Let's go look it up. 1587 Steakhouse.
That was Ray Ray.
Yeah. Who'd I say?
K. Wayne.
My bad. 1587 restaurant and
K. Wayne's
lounge.
being mean to Lewis. He's not talking about the 1587 Steakhouse.
This isn't real. 1587 restaurant and lounge popped up in Mateo, North Carolina.
Yeah, no.
I don't
think it's open yet.
It's 1587 Prime. Let's find it. It might not be. I don't know. Oh, no, it opens in 2025.
Chiefer, who'd you time out?
What? Who did time?
I don't know. Something happened. Everybody's laughing.
Lewis?
Who did Lewis dirty? Mike, you're going to have to pull Lewis back from the pit.
No, I don't know if it was Lewis. I just said it. Lewis is just in here telling everybody how good everybody is. KT's a greater wide receiver than Randy Moss. I was seeing some of his other dumb ones. Todd Blackwood was the greatest Chiefs draft pick.
Did they put him in timeout? Did y'all put him in timeout?
Somebody timed him out, bro.
Oh, here we go, baby. We got a 2-bomb from our boy Jay Cruz. He says ceviche mixto or lomo saltado for dinner. 3-peat. Hey, look, I don't know what either of those places are, but I get an idea of what they are. And just because I actually like ceviche, I'm going to go with ceviche mixto.
I've never had ceviche.
You're not a seafood person. You're not going to like it.
I don't love seafood all that much. Like
I do.
The only seafood I actually love is like fish. I can eat fish.
Man, you know what I was craving all day today?
What?
They have that fish house place here in my town. It's called Fish House.
Fish House.
I want the lemon pepper catfish. It's so good, dude. I've been craving it.
You know where I'm probably going to end up going for dinner tonight, man?
Where?
This chicken restaurant called I forget the name of it actually. The one they just opened near you.
Slim Chickens?
Slim Chickens. I'm gonna go.
They have really good chicken,
Slim
but I think
chicken
overall, if you take everything into account, I'm still like Cane's is better.
I have ate there once before. Their bread's kind of subpar. It's just bread.
Their chicken's really good though.
Their chicken is awesome, and their dipping sauces were amazing.
Cane sauce is better.
Yeah, but you get cane sauce. They've got 47 different kinds of sauce, and that sweet Thai chili was delish, bro.
I'm not worried about that. I got the slim sauce. I got the what they're known for.
I ain't going with that one.
Why wouldn't you do that? That's like going
ranch.
That's like going to Cane's and asking for honey mustard, bro.
I've heard their honey mustard was good, but I don't like honey mustard.
Just don't do it.
You know where I do like to eat honey mustard sometimes? Pizza.
Hey, I appreciate the two, Jay. Y'all put some legendaries in the chat
go.
for Jay. Mike Bam says slim chickens sucks, son.
Really? Dude, I actually like their mac and cheese.
It was decent. It was pretty good. I would say it sucked, but
I like their mac and cheese, and I mean their chicken. And the thing about Cane's too, if you take their sauce out of the equation and their bread, their fries are kind of mid, and their chicken's never seasoned. It's like eating it's like white man chicken. Season it a little bit.
Where at? Where was this?
At Cane's. Their chicken strips aren't seasoned. They're fresh, but they just don't have taste. You got to have the cane sauce or it doesn't taste great.
Well, that's the whole point. You don't need it. Like, you don't have to do it. You don't have to go overboard if the rest of it's delicious. And their bread's the best. But Jay says, ceviche, lomo saltado, a steak over a bed of white rice and French fries. That's a lot of carbs. Salted onions.
Man, I love grilled onions. Like, that's my jam right there. Like, if I go to Mexican, man, I want a grilled onion.
You just want a grilled onion no matter what you're doing.
Oh, yeah.
Burgers, whatever.
Y'all just talking about food in here just making me sad, dude. I haven't even ate all day.
Jay, go with the
Huey
ceviche,
Magoo's.
baby.
What the heck's Huey Magoo's? Now I'm going to have to try this, Rico. Why'd you do this?
Yeah, what did you bring upon us, Rico?
What is this? What is this sorcery you send to me?
Apparently, I sent him some sorcery. Yes, it's just fried catfish and it's lemon pepper season. Dude, it is so good. It is so good. Like, that little place is great. It's just like a little locally owned shop, and they do all kinds of seafood, and it's so good.
I think we should do stuff like this. A food draft.
Mike, I wanted to do that, but like, there's lots of fun things that we want to do on the channel, but you gotta play by YouTube's rules, right? Like, we can't just release a video where we're doing a fast food like draft or like or a tournament.
You're gonna get Chiefs people clicking that and then telling us we suck,
right? And then they'll never put us out to Chiefs fans again. Like we have to be so like niche down. It sucks. That's the only thing bad about YouTube. But I think it would be fun to do more things like that somehow.
Well, I mean, we have a Patreon.
Yeah, for how long?
Uno dinero. Not even, I always say uno dinero. It's not even real.
It's $1.
$1.
Get it right, Mike, or pay the price.
Well, as soon as Logan and Jake send me, the check in the mail for the Prime, I don't know what to do.
For the Prime.
For the prime time, baby.
Yeah. Man, we appreciate you guys hanging out with us today. It was random. We weren't planning it. What are you going on about?
HD Chief.
That would be badass, right?
It would be awesome, but y'all gonna come in and drop $200 per meal? I wonder what they're gonna charge us.
Too much. But hey, we can be like, come on.
We're friends of the team.
Come on.
Patrick's our uncle. You think I could tell him that, like, you think we could act like we were famous and call ahead and be like, look, we've got who's the guy you always look like? Nothing?
What?
You got anybody you look like, any celebrity lookalikes?
No, not really. The only one that I ever get told, I had some young girl the other day tell me I looked like an old Ryan Gosling.
I don't see it.
I got told that. What else was it? Oh, Pablo Schreiber. Someone told me
I've got that one before.
They've told me that one like 2 or 3 times.
Pablo Schreiber. Like, what's he in?
He's Porn Stash from Orange is the New Black. He's also he's John in Halo.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sometimes I get Joey Fatone.
Yeah, well, that's a good one because you look a lot like Joey Fatone.
I've realized it's the nose. It's like the wider set nose, I think.
This is a good exercise. If you're in the chat right now, I want you to put, what celebrity does Mike look like the most? And what celebrity do I look like the most? Because I just want to know what you people say. Because everyone tells me dumb stuff, and they tell Mike that he's Uncle Cracker and that he's Joey Fatone.
Some dude did say Uncle Cracker, but I looked at Uncle Cracker before. I don't see it. I can see Joey Fatone a little bit. But, I mean, Joey Fatone, nowadays, nobody knows Joey Fatone. You got to be a certain age to know that. So, like, the young ones.
K. Wayne pulled out the funnies. He says, Joey Fat One?
Yeah, that's what they used to call him.
I know. It's so funny. But you do kind of, he kind of has your facial hair, correct?
I don't remember. It was way more back in the day. Like, when they were actually relevant. I can't really.
Chiefer, please tell me you're saying that Mike looks like Nick Cage. I hope. Are you looking up Joey Fatone?
Yeah, here's a current picture of Fatone. Let me see if I can bring it in here. We got to see if it still holds
Mike,
up.
About Time says the wife says I look like a skinny jelly roll. Let's go.
You
baby.
do? Okay.
Let's go. I'll take it. I like Jelly Roll. He's a cool guy.
Would you? But wouldn't you rather just look like the fat Jelly Roll? Like he's like, you don't want to be the skinny version, right? Like, you can't disrespect him. Okay, here we go. I don't know. Do I still look like him? See, I think it's the nose. It's the nose shape, dude.
You do look like him.
Now, look, I do think he's got more. Look, he's got more of a long head, though. I've got more of a round head.
That's just because your hat's on. If your hat wasn't on.
No.
You guys are, dude.
I can't tell. It's pretty spot on. I'm telling you, though, it's the nose.
You are twins.
You know what else, too? It's somebody always told me, too, because I have hooded eyes. Like, the edge of my eyes.
Hooded eyes? Is that what they're called?
And he's got it. So, we've got the nose
Mike,
and the...
what I want to know is...
So, who are you?
Look, put that back up. Put that picture back up.
Okay, hold up.
See that? Do you have that herpy on your lip like Joey Fatone does?
No.
Oh, that's so funny, though. You really do look like
Is that
him.
really a herb?
I don't know. I'm just being an idiot.
No. That dude just burnt himself on a taco or
Mike
something.
Carr said he didn't even know which one was you and which one was Joey Fatone. He got confused.
Dude, I'm telling you, like, back in the day, I guess it would have been a little more.
See, Mike, I don't look like anybody like you look like Joey Fatone. You're not going to find anybody.
So all I'm going to do is just say, we're going to call 1587 Prime, and we're going to say Joey Fatone's coming in with a group of his 50 closest friends.
Joey
And we're
Fatone.
gonna get treated amazingly in there.
I can just be Joey Fatone's bodyguard.
I will say, I think Joey Fatone is really tall, though, so I don't think I could pull that off. How tall is he, I wonder?
John Clifford said that Joey Fatone looks more like my brother than Mike does. They look just alike.
Wait, you really think I look that much like Joey Fatone?
I don't think y'all look that different. Like,
you don't have his height.
you look
anywhere.
more alike than you don't look alike. I would say that.
I'm telling you, it's the nose. Wait, I got to do the smile,
Dude,
too.
if you had brown eyes instead of blue, it'd be on, bro.
I need to gray the whole beard out. Joey Fatone.
He's a silver fox.
He's 47 years old. Hey, look, I'll gladly be Joey Fatone. They'll send me a paycheck. He gets paid in royalties over there.
See, but I don't have a cool celebrity look like.
Who's yours again?
You could pull up Pablo Schreiber, but I don't look like him.
Somebody
People just
told me
say
I look
that.
like Pablo Schreiber the other day, though. I got that the other day, so I could see it. I could see how people could say you could do it.
I like where Rico's going here. He says George Kittle's the low budget Steve Williams, baby. Let's go.
Bro, you don't look like Pablo.
I don't look like him.
It kind of depends
But
on
I've had
the
like 5
picture.
people tell me that, and it makes no sense. Like, I don't get it. And other than that, I've had like usually it's young girls try to tell me I look like Ryan Gosling, and I'm like, why? Because I have a pointy nose and beady eyes. Is that
I'm
what
not
you're
buying
saying?
that one either.
Yeah, I don't get it. I don't understand it. But I don't know how to look like.
I'm bringing
my
you
own.
a picture. I'm bringing
I'm
you
my
a
own
picture
thing.
of Pablo, bro.
I don't look like him, do I?
This is the greatest time we've ever had doing this. Okay, look. Here's a picture of Pablo. You don't look like him.
I don't.
You know who
Why'd
he
you
looks
get the
like?
weirdest picture ever of the guy, by the way? I don't even think he looks like that most of the time.
He looks like that Noah Groninger dude who does what's that? The Chiefs media people. What's the name? You know what I'm talking about. That's what he looks like, bro. Hold up.
Man.
I'll get a picture of him up to date.
Yeah, that was a weird picture of the guy, but I still don't look like him. And he's like all like he's like ripped and stuff and like rugged looking, like he
To
could beat you up.
me, he looks more like, in my opinion, he looks more like the guy that played in The Walking Dead, that played Shane in The Walking Dead. Do you remember him? Mm-hmm. He also played Punisher.
Yep.
That's who Pablo looks like. I'm just not seeing it, dude. I'm not seeing it. Hold up. I'm going to bring you back.
Scott Allen said it's the shit-eating grin. That's the only thing.
Here we go. I'm just going to share the screen because they won't let me save the file. So here we go. Let's just bring it in.
Yeah, I don't look like the guy. I don't know why I have people tell me this.
That's him.
I don't look like him.
No, I don't see it.
Just go to his pictures though. Maybe there's like a certain movie or something. I don't know. Like I definitely don't look like him there.
I just don't see it, man. So we haven't figured out
Why don't
anybody.
you Google these people and there's a list of 100 pictures, Mike.
I did.
I don't know what you're looking at.
That's what I did.
Let's see who else.
There's
Who
none
else?
of them look. I tried to find somebody. Look, none of them look like you.
Who looks
That's what
like-
I'm trying to say.
Who looks like you besides Joey?
We've already figured that out.
Kay Wayne said I'm a young Fidel Castro.
Shut up. I can't wait to look
Holly
this one up.
Hollenberger says I think you look like him. See?
Who, Fidel Castro?
No, Pablo Schreiber.
Really?
I will tell you this: the one time I'll specifically remember there was a waitress at a restaurant, and she said, "You look like the guy from Den of Thieves,
Who's that?
Pablo Schreiber."
I don't see it, man.
Like I don't know, maybe go to that movie. I've not seen it.
Look, I'm just gonna find I'm just gonna find the easiest, newest picture I can find with it, yeah, and I'll even find one with a beard.
Well, like I said, like these people look different constantly. So maybe if you go to like that specific time frame, like type in that movie or something, maybe it makes more sense to me. But
Here it is.
what do you get? Yep, nope.
I don't see it. Like to me, he looks more like Joey Fatone. I think I kind of resemble him there because we got the nose.
No, I think I
still.
look more like him than you, but I think you look
because
more
of
like
y'all's
Joey
long
Fatone.
heads. So you got the long head going.
Yeah.
It's because of the beard coming down. It gives you
Holly
that long
says
head.
it's because you're too close and know me too well.
I don't know. I don't see it. Steve, do you think you look like him? Like I can tell you, I look like Joey Fatone.
I don't. I think there's some similarities, maybe, like maybe in certain pictures.
I don't see it, but I see it more than Ryan Gosling. Let's put it that way.
Pull up a. Let's do that.
There's
Why-
no way.
Dude, why is that always the thing? Like, why do people tell me that? I don't like
You
that at
look
all.
nothing like Ryan Gosling, bro.
I don't.
That may be the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life.
I look like an old Ryan Gosling. I've been told that by at least 3 different like young women.
Look, you can't argue and say this isn't what Ryan Gosling looks like. This is exactly what Ryan Gosling looks like. So I'm going to bring in a picture
I don't look like him.
because he's looked the same every
I think
single
everybody knows
day
what
of
he
his
looks
life.
like. Everybody knows what Ryan Gosling looks like.
Yeah, but
Mike's having too much fun with this.
well, I mean, why not? You know? Why not? We know what Gosling looks like, but I mean, come on, let's do a side-by-side comparison.
I don't look like him at all.
There's not a single thing about you that looks like Ryan Gosling. It's not even close.
Yeah, I don't see it.
Sometimes I feel like people's estimations of what people look like, though, are ridiculously off. I've heard people say that people look like certain people, and then I'll look at them, I'm like, what? Are you high? Like, it's weird.
Yeah, it's kind of strange. All chiefed up with Joey and Pablo Williams. I kind of wish my name was Pablo, though. That'd be cool.
Kay Wayne says to bring him a picture of Fidel Castro from 1970.
Hey, is Ryan? They told me I did. They said I look like an old Ryan Gosling. Is he older than me? Because that's even more of a shot. He can't.
What
Is
is
he?
it?
How old's Ryan Gosling?
I'm not for sure. I've got to bring him a picture of you looking like Fidel.
Let's do it. You ready for that? I don't think the world's ready for that.
I don't know about it. Let's see. Kay Wayne. This is for Kay Wayne. Oh man. To be fair, I think this is more of like 60s era Fidel rather than 70s, but here we go.
I could maybe play him in a movie.
Could I get him? I mean, we kind of got the same beard going.
I don't know. I think somebody said Jason Lee. John Clifford says I look like Jason Lee.
Jason Lee
From Clerks.
From Clerks? Shut up.
Dude, Ryan Gosling is older than me, and they told me I look like old Ryan Gosling. Is that a shot or is that a shot?
To who? You?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe it's because everybody thinks of Ryan Gosling in like The Notebook. So they always think of him as young.
Yeah, I think so too.
I think the weirdest one I ever got was Jason Bateman. I don't look like him whatsoever, but someone told me that. I think I act more like Jason Bateman, and maybe that's what they thought. Like, this guy's a jerk. Mike, you got to stop.
I can't, dude. This is too funny. I just went and looked. Somebody said that Joey Fatone looks like Rob Riggle, which by design would make me look like Rob Riggle.
No.
So now I've got to find one. There's no way. I don't see that one. I don't see Rob Riggle. But I will say, if Rob Riggle had a beard, maybe. I don't see it. I just can't see it.
We got to stop. I'm done with
Yeah,
this.
I quit. I'm done with it.
This experiment's over. You're Joey Fatone. That's all that we came to a conclusion of.
Yeah, I think that's decently close enough that we could grow with it.
And someone in the chat, I don't remember who it was, they let me know that it's Nikki. She says I'm better looking than George Kittle. So, I don't know about that one. I don't know about that one, Nikki.
Hey, y'all in our chat really gassing it up right now. I don't know. Polo says, Steve, you look like Abe Lincoln, bro.
What is it with you guys telling me I look like anyone with a beard? Is this what we're doing now?
Yeah.
Oh, John Clifford said you look like Fred Durst, Mike.
Dude, that could be. I don't know, like the grandpa era of Fred Durst, or like old.
I like old men Limp Bizkit better than young men Limp Bizkit. Because they just don't care. Like, it's the whole thing's like not serious to them.
Holly, I totally see you over here on Facebook. You know what? I'm just giving you a shout out, by the way, because people don't interact on Facebook very much, and I'm glad to see you. And she says The Notebook is a good movie. I'll agree. I'm going to agree with you. Loved it.
Never seen it.
What?
Why would I watch it?
You never watched The Notebook?
You're a grown man. Why'd you watch The Notebook?
Why did any grown man ever watch
First
The
of all,
Notebook?
I'm just going to preface this with you went to the movies to watch the Barbie movie.
I did. I took your daughter to go watch the Barbie movie because she wanted to go.
You're a grown man. You went to watch Barbie.
I'm secure enough in my manhood to go watch Ryan Gosling in Barbie movie with my niece, and we had a good freaking time. And you know what else? He sang Matchbox 20, and I quite enjoyed it. By the way, you starred in the freaking movie.
Let the boy watch. Let him watch Barbie.
Let the boy watch. I'm going to let him watch. Here we go.
Let the boy watch.
Let us watch.
Dang, Jay Cruz said I look like Nick Wright.
Nick Wright. You kind of got Nick Wright's head shape a little.
I'm not Jewish, though. Maybe if I look like Nick Wright, maybe I can be like Adam Sandler, too. Maybe I can fall into that.
How are we not Jewish? You said we were a little bit of everything.
We might be.
I think we may be.
We might be.
There's some stuff. I mean, it might be.
Maybe. Just maybe.
I don't know, man.
We have gotten way off the beaten path here.
We have. But, I mean, how many times can you talk about Ravens and Bengals? 7 months away.
Hey, the younger looking version starred in Barbie.
Oh, yeah.
So not old Ryan Gosling, but young Ryan Gosling was in Barbie.
Ken, you just beach. That's what he just did. He just beached.
Look, see? Pono says, "Get back to football, guys. If the Chiefs are doing well, then everyone will be shaking in their boots." He said, "Enough is enough.
Yeah,
we'll talk
no.
about the same 2 games over and over again if I don't have to look at Pablo Schreiber anymore or Joey Fatone."
We kind of already said it, but yeah.
JCP, are we getting another wide receiver, or is it McCole again? Please, for the love of God, we are 1 for 1 so far. Please let McCole, somebody. Here's the problem with McCole Hardman. I don't think there's another team out there that even wants him. So it's kind of scary.
What? Yeah, I don't think nobody wants him.
That's the problem.
He kind of screwed up with the Jets. Remember, he got accused of leaking a playbook and everything.
Not to mention, Sauce told everybody that he came in there acting like his shit didn't stink and he didn't have to do nothing because he was the great McCole Hardman. Like, what?
Surely that wasn't real, was it?
I think it was.
You can't be McCole Hardman, who
Mike,
actively had to pitch himself in the offseason last year just to get the Jets to
No,
pick him
and
up.
when I said that, he got so mad at me.
I know.
And it was true, though. Like,
He
what else are
Justin
you
Reeded
doing?
you.
Yeah, but Justin Reed's allowed to. He at least plays good football. McCole Hardman can't do that. Look, he was literally putting film of himself out there like, look at me. Like, yeah, we know nobody wants to sign you. And then he goes to the Jets, and then they hate him. And now we're supposed to take the scraps for the 3rd time? I ain't doing it. No more McCole Hardman. He's going to go play in the CFL now or whatever. His time's come.
I have this gut feeling, though.
Time has come.
If he don't get signed by training camp, I could see Brett Veach just throwing him a bone. I feel like Brett Veach feels like he's obligated to baby his entire career.
So if you made one of the worst mistakes in your life, are you obligated to try to polish that turd for the rest of your life?
I feel like Brett Veach is. He don't want to give up.
What about Michael Thomas or Renfro? What do you guys think, Uncle Mike and Papa Steve?
I think Renfro, like I said, I think he still wants to play in New Orleans.
I'm okay. Like, I like the idea of Renfro because I feel like he's like a solid ass route runner and just like could play a role like a Justin. I feel like he'd be a better Justin Watson, sort of. And I'm okay with that, but he doesn't have any interest in playing here apparently. So
yeah, and then I feel like Michael Thomas is just kind of.
If you could get Michael Thomas for like super cheap on a 1 year, would you try it? I don't think it'd be. I think kicking the tires would be okay.
Maybe, but is he going to sign for super cheap on him 1 year?
I mean, is anybody else throwing money at him? He's still available.
Well, I'm just saying. So's McCole Hardman. That didn't.
But Mike, I would rather.
But he came into New York and acted like he was awesome. At least Michael Thomas has a claim to do that.
I would rather take.
We just have too many people, man.
Like, I would sign the dump that Michael Thomas had after dinner last night before I would take McCole Hardman. Like, Michael Thomas, McCole Hardman should not be in the same sentence. And that's even counting Michael Thomas has disappeared for the last 3 or 4 years. He's been hurt.
I don't know, man. I think you're a little hard on McCole Hardman.
I'm not.
You're a little hard on him.
I'm not.
You are, just a tad.
I'm not.
You said you would rather have somebody's literal poop over McCole Hardman. And then you're telling me you don't think you're a little hard on him?
I'm not. Like, first of all, look at McCole Hardman's production. Look at, like, the dumb stuff that he's done. Like, are we really saying, like, we want to crucify Sky Moore over 2 years of non-production, and he was drafted later than McCole Hardman was, who's just allowed to be the most mid crap. Like, he has got a pass every year he's been in the league by Chiefs fans, and I can't figure it out. Like, yeah, he had a good play here and a good play there. But, like, McCole Hardman was a second-round pick we traded up for in front of a lot of good players, and he's literally took a dump on the field, and we're supposed to be like, okay, we still love him. Let's keep signing him back. Come on, let's give him, like, in my opinion, I feel like if you can't produce at the NFL level, then go work like the rest of the people in the world. Like, I don't think he should get a free pass.
If you actually look, though, in his rookie season in 2019.
Boom. Yogi with the 2 bombs saying poop doesn't count against a 53-man roster. So there.
Well, look, I'm just saying, in his first year in the league, he had 6 touchdowns. Decent red zone threat. That was more than MVS gave us for 3 years. 2 years, however long it was. Then he had 4, then 2, then 4. He kind of stunk last year, but he didn't play a lot, right?
He stinks.
I mean, he had 3 years over 500 receiving yards, and 1 year he touched 700 almost.
He stinks, Mike. He smells like beef and cheese.
I'm not saying he's great. I'm just saying, like, I think there could be worse. Like, he's done more than Kadarius Toney ever thought about doing.
I would rather take Kadarius Toney any day.
Off of talent, but if Kadarius Toney's going to be injured 24/7 and drop every pass you throw to him,
Then you're going to get equal production to McCole Hardman, so who cares? At least you're taking a risk.
I don't know. I think you're being a little tough.
Mike, I'm not.
Yeah, I'm with Bam. I would take McCole Hardman over MVS. You wouldn't even answer that yesterday.
Because they equally hurt my heart that they
It doesn't
suck so
matter,
bad.
though. If you had to take one, I think I'd take McCole Hardman.
I take Michael Thomas before either of them without even blinking. Like, I wouldn't. Yep. Yep.
Yeah, but I don't know if Michael Thomas is even going to be healthy enough to play. I think somebody would already give him a look if they didn't think he was washed.
Like, McCole Hardman didn't even offer us. Like, I will say one thing positive about McCole Hardman. First of all, like, I feel like he's a nice enough human being. I feel like he's probably okay. Like, he's probably likable.
He bowls.
I think. Yeah, he's a bowler. And he was really good at jet sweeps. Like, you can use him as a gadget guy and get a little bit of production out of him, mainly in the red zone, kind of keep the defense on their heels. Other than that, man, I don't really get nothing else from McCole Hardman. He kind of sucked.
Listen to how crazy this is.
What?
According to PFF, in Week 9 against Miami, McCole Hardman was the highest-rated receiver in that game with an 81.8 receiving grade and an 85 overall offensive grade. Why?
What's his production?
3 targets, 3 receptions for 10 yards.
Oh, wow. Okay, yeah, I could get a high score, too. Here, pitch me the ball 3 times.
Yeah, but they go,
What?
like, with receiving and offensive grades, though, they go on, like, routes ran and different things. They don't just go for how much you catch the ball. But you know what's funny, though, is he actually played a lot of snaps out of the slot that game, which was more than he usually does. They usually have him playing out wide more. So, in essence, McCole Hardman's just another slot receiver. That's all we draft here is slot receivers.
Yeah, I'm not a fan.
We run an offense with 36 slot receivers.
And I'm not hating on the guy personally, and I'm not saying I hate him. I'm done with him as a football player on the Chiefs. I just don't.
No, I would rather. I'd rather see what Nico Remigio could do. Remigio. I'd rather see. I'd rather give Justin Ross another shot.
Right, there's too many young guns that can maybe produce more.
Even though Justin Ross isn't, I don't think Ross is ever going to produce to what the fans thought he was going to. That was one of the greatest offseason hoaxes there ever was.
Well, it was very unfair what the fans did to Justin Ross. And we said that.
Yeah.
We tried to tell him, you can't make this kid's expectations be he has to be DeAndre Hopkins. Like, what are you doing to the kid?
Oh, D-Hop.
Yeah. Mike, well, I think we're going to wrap it up for the day. I appreciate you guys hanging out with us on a random Tuesday evening. Mike said, let's go hang out with our friends. And we still got a lot of other work to get done, so we're going to go work on that. But we appreciate you guys, all you guys that donated and stuff. You are the man. And the members, new members, welcome aboard. Appreciate you, Yogi. Yeah. So probably be doing another live stream this week, I'm sure. Kind of be the theme. Probably be more live streams than usual just because it's the off season and there's not like really big enough stories to make like standalone videos about, but I mean, we'll still have those as well. So just keep an eye out.
I don't have nothing else.
Why did you change the background to the Wednesday War Room?
Didn't touch it.
Did you really not?
Nope. I'm on the chat
Mike,
screen.
because it's Tuesday, son.
I'm on the chat screen. Never touched it.
That's very strange. We're possessed now. But yeah, you got anything left for him today, Mike?
No, it's Wednesday already. I got to hurry up.
You look like you were thinking really hard, so I thought maybe you had something important to say.
I didn't. I just had a good time.
All right, cool. Bye.
Heaven was a sight from my soul.